Hello. Can you stop scrolling for a second because this is for you? I don't know who you are or what you're going through right now, but I need you to hear this. You are powerful. Way more powerful than you even realize. And I'm not just saying that to hype you up. I mean it. Deeply. Right now, you might feel stuck. You might feel behind. You might be doubting yourself, overthinking, questioning if you're ever gonna make it, if things are ever gonna change. But what if I told you that the version of you that has everything you want, that confidence, that peace, that success, that life you keep dreaming about, it's not far away. It's not some fantasy. It's not reserved for lucky people. It's inside you. Right now. And all it's waiting for is permission. Your permission. See, we live in a world that constantly makes us feel like we're not enough. Social media is showing highlight reels. The world's moving fast. And everywhere you look, someone's telling you what you should be doing, where you should be in life. So what happens? You start doubting your own power. You start shrinking your vision. You play small, not because you want to, but because you're afraid of failing. Afraid of looking dumb. Afraid of starting something and not getting it perfect the first time. But here's what most people never tell you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be aware. Aware that inside your mind, there's something bigger than fear. Bigger than insecurity. Bigger than anything you've been through. It's called your subconscious mind, and it is the most powerful force in your entire life. It's the quiet part of you that's listening to everything you say. Everything you think. Everything you repeat to yourself over and over, even when you're joking. And it doesn't just listen, it creates. It creates your habits. It shapes your beliefs. It affects your energy, your self-worth, your decisions, your future. And most of us walk around not even realizing it's running the show. We're trying to change our lives with willpower, with motivation, with external things. When the real change starts on the inside. It starts when you understand the power you already have. The power to shift your thoughts. The power to reprogram your mind. The power to break old patterns and build something new, something better. You were not made to live a life of doubt and hesitation. You were not made to play it safe or settle. You were built to create, to move with purpose, to think with intention, to believe in something greater. But no one's coming to activate that power for you. No one's handing you a permission slip. That's on you. You gotta decide, enough is enough. I'm not living on autopilot anymore. Because the second you start taking control of your mind, the second you start being intentional about your thoughts, your energy, your beliefs, you start stepping into the version of you that you've always known was there. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need all the answers. All you need is the willingness to start seeing yourself differently. To start trusting yourself. To stop playing small and start thinking bigger. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're not too late. You're powerful. You've always been. Now it's time to wake that power up. Let's go. Let's talk facts. Whether you realize it or not, your subconscious mind is running almost everything in your life. Like for real. Your habits. Your emotions. Your reactions. Your fears. Your beliefs. Even how you see yourself when you look in the mirror. It's wild when you think about it. Because here's the truth. Only a tiny percentage of what you do every day is actually a conscious choice. The rest? It's autopilot. It's programming. It's your subconscious taking over and doing what it already thinks is normal. That's why you can drive a car while thinking about something totally different. That's why you end up grabbing your phone for no reason. That's why you keep repeating the same patterns, even when you swore you'd change. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're weak. It's because your subconscious is following the script it's been handed for years, sometimes since you were a kid. Let that sink in for a second. Most of the thoughts you think today, you thought them yesterday, and the day before that, and the year before that. They're recycled. And if those thoughts are full of doubt, fear, insecurity, or self-sabotage, guess what? That's what your subconscious thinks is normal. So it keeps creating situations to match that reality. Your subconscious is like a thermostat. You might want to raise the temperature in your life, more confidence, more success, better habits, but if your internal thermostat is still set to "I'm not good enough," it'll pull you right back down. That's why you can start a goal with motivation and still quit. That's why you can want to change your life, but something inside keeps resisting. It's not your heart that's failing you. It's the programming you've been carrying. And guess what? Most of that programming isn't even yours. It came from what people told you. From your childhood. From pain. From failure. From being made to feel like you had to be perfect to be accepted. From being told to be realistic when you dared to dream big. From moments that hurt you and taught your mind to play it safe. So yeah, your subconscious is running the show. But here's the good news. You can change the script. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're just programmed. And anything that can be programmed can be reprogrammed. It starts with awareness. Just being real with yourself and saying, "Okay, I've been running on autopilot for a while now. And it's time to wake up." That's power. Because once you realize your mind is not your enemy, you can start making it your greatest weapon. Instead of letting it hold you back, you can teach it to push you forward. Instead of letting it run loops of fear, you can feed it loops of faith, belief, and strength. You don't do it overnight, but with repetition, with intention, with discipline. You train it. Because your subconscious doesn't respond to hype. It responds to consistency. You tell it a new story over and over until it believes you. You speak life into yourself. You visualize success over and over until it feels normal. And when it feels normal, that's when you start acting like it's yours. And when you act like it's yours, you start attracting it. That's how it works. You don't change your life by forcing the outside. You change the inside, and the outside starts to match. So yeah, your subconscious is running the show. But now that you know that, you get to take the wheel. Let's rewire it. Let's rise. Here's what a lot of people don't realize. Your subconscious doesn't judge. It doesn't know what's true or false. It just accepts whatever you keep repeating. So if you're constantly telling yourself, "I'm not good enough. I'll never make it. I'm always broke. I'm not smart enough. I always mess things up." Guess what? Your subconscious starts turning that into reality. But flip that around. Start feeding your mind with power, with truth, with belief. And you start shifting everything. Try waking up every morning and saying, "I'm getting better every day. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm rising. I attract good things into my life. I'm worthy of success. I've got what it takes." Say it enough, and your subconscious starts accepting that as your new truth. And once it believes it, it starts helping you find ways to make it real. That's not magic. That's your mind in action. If there's one habit that every successful person on this planet shares, whether they talk about it or not, it's this. They see it before it happens. I'm talking about visualization. And if you don't know how powerful it is, you're missing out on one of the simplest, most life-changing tools you already have access to. And the crazy part? It's free. No app. No subscription. Just you and your imagination. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this sounds like some just manifested thing, hold up. Let me break it down for you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something you're imagining and something that's really happening. Think about it. Have you ever had a dream so real it made your heart race? Or thought about something scary happening and your body instantly tensed up, your breathing changed, and your palms started sweating, even though it wasn't actually happening? That's your subconscious at work. The pictures you hold in your mind, the images, the stories, the feelings, they create a response in your body. They shape your energy. They affect how you show up in the real world. So if you keep picturing yourself failing, struggling, getting rejected, being stuck, your subconscious holds onto that. It treats that like a blueprint. But when you flip that, when you start imagining success, when you close your eyes and see yourself confident, calm, strong, winning, rising, healing, your mind starts building a new reality based on that vision. Visualization isn't about wishing. It's about programming. It's about reminding your subconscious every single day who you're becoming, even before it fully shows up in your life. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. The more you believe it, the more your actions line up with it. See, people think confidence comes after success. But the truth? Confidence comes before success. It comes from showing up like you already believe it's possible. From walking like you've already arrived, even if the world hasn't caught up yet. And that's the real magic of visualization. It gives your mind a target. It shows your subconscious where to go, what to expect, and what to look for. If you're not clear on where you're going, you'll keep drifting. But if you're locked in on a vision, even a simple one, your subconscious starts doing the work behind the scenes. It starts filtering your choices. It starts spotting opportunities. It starts moving your habits, your energy, your decisions toward the image you planted. So here's the move. Every morning or every night, even for just 5 minutes, close your eyes and see the life you want. Feel it. Picture the details. Imagine what it looks like, what it feels like, what kind of energy you're carrying, how you talk, how you walk, how you treat people, how you feel when you wake up. Don't just think about the goal, live it in your mind like it's already done. Because if you can feel it now, you can live it soon. The most powerful changes in your life will always start internally. That vision you keep seeing? That's your future calling. Don't ignore it. Don't water it down. Visualize it until you believe it. Believe it until you become it. Become it until it's your normal. That's how you go from dreamer to doer. From hoping to having. From wishing to living. Start seeing it now, and the rest will catch up. Let's go. Here's the truth that nobody really tells you. You're already using your subconscious mind. Right now. Every day. It's not a tool you turn on, it's always on. But the question is, are you using it right? Because your subconscious doesn't sit around waiting for you to figure it out. It's always listening. Always running. Always absorbing. And most people? They're feeding it garbage and wondering why their life feels stuck. You think you're just thinking random thoughts? Nah, you're programming your mind. Every time you say I can't or I'm not good enough. Every time you imagine yourself failing before you've even tried. Every time you joke about being unlucky or broke or not meant for more. Guess what? Your subconscious is soaking that up like a sponge. It's not judging you. It's not questioning you. It's just saying, okay, got it. That's our new normal. And it starts building your life around that belief. That's why some people always seem stuck in the same loop, different day, same results. It's not because life is unfair. It's because they're using their subconscious against themselves without even realizing it. But here's the part that should fire you up. If your subconscious can work against you, then it can absolutely work for you. You just have to flip the script. You have to start using it on purpose. That means speaking with more intention. That means catching yourself when you're feeding your mind fear, doubt, and negativity, and replacing it with something better. That means imagining the outcome you want, not the one you're scared of. That means choosing better thoughts and repeating them until they stick. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to walk around smiling 24/7 and pretending life's easy. But you do need to be aware. Because whatever you focus on, your subconscious takes seriously. So when you wake up and say, today's going to be powerful. I'm focused. I'm growing. I've got this. Even if you don't fully feel it yet, say it. Your mind is listening. And the more you say it, the more you feel it. The more you feel it, the more you act on it. The more you act on it, the more your life starts to reflect it. That's how it works. You're already visualizing something every day, but is it what you want or what you're afraid of? You're already repeating thoughts to yourself, but are they building you up or tearing you down? This isn't about being fake. It's about choosing your focus. Because wherever your mind goes, your life will follow. So start using your subconscious the way it was meant to be used. Feed it strength. Feed it belief. Feed it vision. Speak what you want into it. See the version of you that's already winning. And stop waiting for permission to act like you're becoming them. You're not broken, you're programmed. But now you know that. And that means you've got the power to shift it. You've been using your mind your whole life. It's time to use it right. Let's go. More, let me leave you with this. You were built for more. And I don't mean that in some fancy, sounds good in a quote type of way. I mean it literally. I mean you, right now, with all your flaws, your fears, your setbacks, your overthinking, your broken moments, your mistakes, you are still built for more. There is something inside you that refuses to quit for a reason. That spark? That small voice that says, there's got to be more to life than this? That's your truth. That's your real self calling you to rise. To remember who you are underneath all the noise. Because you weren't born just to survive. You weren't put here just to exist, go through the motions, pay bills, and scroll through everyone else's highlight reel. You were built to live. To grow. To push through the pain and turn it into power. To take all the things that try to break you and build something greater from them. But here's what most people don't get. That more you're chasing? It doesn't show up when you're ready. It shows up when you decide you're ready. The world isn't going to hand it to you. Nobody's going to knock on your door and say, hey, it's your time. You gotta claim it. You gotta get sick of your own excuses. You gotta stop waiting for the perfect moment and create the moment. Yes, it's gonna be uncomfortable. Yes, people might not get it. Yes, fear will creep in. But that doesn't mean you stop. That means you're moving. Growth isn't supposed to feel safe. Healing isn't always pretty. But freedom, confidence, peace, purpose, they live on the other side of pushing through. And you don't have to be fearless, you just have to move with the fear. You don't have to have it all figured out, you just have to take the first step. You don't have to wait for motivation, you just have to remember who the hell you are. You've already survived things you thought would break you. You've already made it through days you didn't think you could. So don't tell me you're not strong. Don't tell me you're not capable. You've been strong your whole life, you just forgot. So here's your reminder. You were built for more. More love. More peace. More success. More meaning. More life. And it doesn't matter where you're starting from. It doesn't matter how messy your past looks or how many times you failed. None of that defines you. What defines you is what you choose now. What you choose to believe about yourself. What you choose to chase. What you choose to let go of. What you choose to create, even if it's hard, even if it's slow, even if no one's clapping for you yet. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need you. One solid, undeniable, unstoppable version of you that refuses to settle. So get back in the game. Speak to yourself with love. Feed your mind something better. And move like it's already yours, because if you were bold enough to dream it, you're strong enough to build it. You were built for more. And now it's time to go get it. Let's go. And hey, before you click off this video, just remember this. You didn't land here by accident. Something brought you here. Maybe you needed a reminder. Maybe you needed someone to tell you what deep down you already know. You've got what it takes. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too far gone. This is your time to lock in. To stop second-guessing yourself. To stop dimming your light because you're afraid it might be too much for other people. It's not too much, it's you. And the right people, the right life, the right energy, they'll align with that. So don't stop here. Keep feeding your mind. Keep leveling up. Keep doing the inner work even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And if this video sparked something in you, hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more real talk like this. Because this isn't just content. This is a movement. This is a reminder that we are done playing small. We are done living on autopilot. We are building a life we don't need to escape from. So stay hungry. Stay grounded. Stay awake. You're not alone. You're powerful. And your next chapter is calling. Let's rise together. I'll see you in the next one. Much love.